Hello, this is Amelia from ZHONGTUO Cold Rolling Forming Machinery. In the following part, I want to introduce a new product. This product is used for the highway noise killing sandwich panel. In the highway, there's during the car or trucks pass on, there will be great noise, but especially to the residential area, it will be bother the resident. Use this kind of sandwich panel, it can kill the noise caused by the truck or cars and protect the residential customer. This sandwich panel is composed by mainly three parts. This side is the punched shade, and the inner part is the strong tensive sponge. And when the noise passes through the holes, and it will be absorbed by the sponge. And then this side is a fixed panel. But this way, it's widely used in the highway for killing the noise. The first part we have introduced the punching production line, and now we come to the rolling forming part. The first part will punch the sheet with holes, and now it will do the rolling forming to the shape according to the sandwich panel. Now we come to the sandwich panel. This profile, bottom part with fully holes to absorb the noise, and with some ribs to make the profile more strong. And this profile with edge for insulation. And this one machine could be used to two kinds of panel. This one is makes the box type. Two file could be connected by both and nuts direct like a box profile. Another design is like the older design. It will be connected by the aluminum connector by both and nuts. Both profile could be made by this one machine. Now, let me introduce the machine. This rolling forming machine is composed by 13 roller stations and controlled by the PLC control system. The machine working speed can reach around 15 to 20 rolling forming speed. And by the company's control PLC, you can control the production. For example, the speed, how many pieces you want to produce, and each piece is how many meters long. And then you can do the production fully automatically. Normally speaking, one worker can control the whole production line. And now we come to the rollers and the shaft design to check the whole production line from the very beginning. This production line, same like other rolling forming machines, is also composed by the decoiler, main rolling forming machine, and the stacker. As to the decoiler, according to the different customers' requirement, it could be choose a manual decoiler, same like this one, or the hydraulic decoiler that's fully automatic like the production line. After punch the coil, do the recoiling, and then put the coil on the decoiler and try to put the coil. Leveling pitch, the function is to get the coil into the main rolling forming machine rollers center to center. Different with others, the leveling roller will use the stainless steel with the bearing inside, but this way it can fit the coil into the machine exactly and without scratching the surface of the coil. And in order to make sure the center to center, we have added a lot of guiding rollers at the leveling pitch. Use this handrail, you can adjust the input coil width by handrail. As to the roller and the shaft, we use a strong roller diameter is around 100 and very beautiful and hard steel roller with the chroming. As to the connection bar, we use a strong one to make sure the machine when working is more steady. As to the bolts and the nuts, we use strong diameter, and the connection bar is much more thicker than the middle frame, not only for beautiful, but for more stronger when the machine working in high speed. This is the chain production cover, as the machine has 13 roller stations, very long, so the production cover here to protect the chain and also pieces by pieces. During the rolling forming, each roller stations change the profile degree around 5 degrees gradually, and more roller stations to reduce the scratch during rolling forming, as this profile has a lot of punching holes. So we need two more roller stations to avoid the holes has been scratched or the shape changed. So gradually and change the shape little by little during the rolling forming. We add the rollers and do the rolling forming step by step. In order to loading the machine more easily by the container, when designing, we have separated the machine into two parts and connected by both end nuts. During the loading, we will load as two parts. By this way, we can save some shipping fee. Maybe one container can load these two parts. Once the machine arrives, the customer can try to do the connection by the bolts and the nuts to connect them together. And also the machine we design with legs. By the leg, you can adjust the machine height according to the worker's height to make it, when working, more suitable. And now comes to the side rolling and fixing process. During the rolling, you can see the profile, the rollers more bigger and bigger as the profile height is more big, is full height. And here's the motor. We put the motor in the center of the whole production line. Make sure the power could be given more evenly to the whole production line. And there's a lot of side rollers has been designed in the whole production line. The reason why, as the profile, we wanted to create more straight edge and art degree of each part more beautiful. And the side rollers also has another function to make the height more straight and there's no wave of the profile. The side rollers is holding by this kind of strong holder to make sure during the rolling forming the side rollers position and the shape will be now changed. At the last two roller stations, it's nearly the full height of the profile. These two roller stations with lots of side rollers, the function of them are for making sure the final profile beautiful and exactly to the size like the customer requirement. The encounter we use the world famous brown oblong to make sure the accuracy can reach the high levels. And now comes to the sharing part. As this kind of complicated profile during the sharing is really really hard. We need to share the profile exactly the length is controlled by the peers, but we also need to make sure the shape exactly same as the joint profile. And the cutting blade, we design use 3 pieces cutting blade, 2 pieces down and 1 piece is up. The rollers material of the cutting blade we design using GCR MOV 12. International, you can call it D2. The reason is master shape, meanwhile soft. During the sharing, it will not bend and creep to down. And also during the cutter holder design, we use this kind of strong holder and make sure the sharing part exactly at the center of the holder part connected by this kind of both end nuts. During the sharing, the holder will give the power to the cutting blade, and by this way we can make sure the cutting blade is more durable. And in order to lower down the wastage to the minimum, the cutting blade thickness we design as 10 millimeters, but make sure the strong enough to cut the profile sharp and clean. So 10 millimeters is the best thickness. And now the 4-pillar holder for the whole sharing system and the strong hydraulic jack to make sure the sharing part more powerful and stable. And this kind of cabinet PLC control, you also can change to that kind of portable PLC control with the machine. Depends on the customer's requirements. Up to now, this whole information about this production line. More information, please contact us.